Paul Rauber, a senior editor at Sierra Magazine. Ever get yourself into trouble in the backcountry? You can come out safely with a few simple tools and some basic knowledge. This February, I learned how to stay alive at a clinic put on by the California Department of Fish and Game. It took place at the Tejon Ranch, a huge spread in the Tehachapi Mountains just north of Los Angeles. Our volunteer instructor was Paul Turpin, an ex-Green Beret and a guard in a maximum security prison, so he knows a thing or two about survival.
Some of the top things you have to remember going into any kind of wilderness environment, whether you be a hunter or hiker, fisherman, outdoorsman in general, plan your trip, dress accordingly, according to what the worst weather conditions might be. Let someone know where you're going, kind of what route you're going to take, what vehicle you're in, who all's in your party, and pretty much when you expect to be back so that they know when to send the cavalry out looking for you. The most important thing is not to panic. In this day and age, if someone knows where you're at, they know that you're missing, 72 hours is the average it takes to find somebody. Statistically, what's going to get you is hypothermia. In a winter environment that we're in today, cold, wetness, wind, and lack of knowledge are going to combine to make you lose more body heat than you can produce. And you're going to go into hypothermia, which will eventually cause death. That's the biggest part of the battle, because you can go about 3 days typically without water. You can go about 3 weeks without food. And of course here we've tried to equip everybody with some knowledge that will help them to find those things and to get through any situation. Most important things to have in the survival kit. We're going to gear it to the environment that we're going to be in. We would hope. We want to be able to build a shelter. If you can carry that with you, you're better off. But something to make a shelter with. Something to build a fire with. In fact, maybe a couple things, ways to build fire. We can do a lot of things with a fire. We can dry our clothes. We can signal. We can cook food, boil water to purify it. The list goes on. But a lot of folks will think first aid kit items. Yeah, good. It's nice to have, peace of mind. Something that'll hold water, preferably that you can boil water in, is one of the top things. Something to purify water if you can't boil it.
You were talking the other day about what's the best survival knife.
Best one you can have is the one you've got with you. Yeah. If you don't bring it, you can have the best knife in the world at home. Doesn't do you any good. A lot of the whole survival game, if you study really bad survival incidents, and the soccer team that crashed in the Andes comes to mind, where they actually wound up resorting to cannibalism. Attitude plays a huge part in this. And if you find yourself especially alone in a survival situation, maybe injured, definitely lost, or unable to get to help, you have to have a will to survive. It really is a huge, important part in this. So in your survival kit, you might want to put a picture of your loved one, your significant other, maybe a particular religious verse that would bring encouragement to you, so that you understand there's a reason for you to keep going. Because if not, the human is kind of funny that way, that they just give up and you fade out. So whatever makes you tick is kind of where I'm taking you with that one. You got to have something that'll make you continue that extra day.